Some really uplifting news from Five Finger Death Punch bassist Kael, who has said that he's now celebrating 2 years of sobriety after there were multiple members in the band who did have to fight and struggled with sobriety, but ultimately they are sober, and a very good example of how you can overcome and live with being an addict and then being able to move forward in your life. And it is definitely commendable that he's been able to do that, especially when your job involves being out on the road each and every day, surrounded by those vices in one form or another. So to be able to do that shows an immense level of personal strength from Chris, and he talks about that in this new interview with Metal Shop TV. And he says the following: if I had not stopped on February the 3rd of 2018, I would not be here today. Actually, I had a conversation with my girlfriend of about 18 months, and we were talking about what life would be like for us between her and I if I'd continued drinking and doing drugs. And I was telling her, you would be different because you would be much more effed up than you are now. She doesn't really get effed up. She's a normal person, which kills me because she's able to do it and stop. I can't. And she's always tried to keep up with me all the time. She's a 110-pound young lady, and I'm a 225-pound right now, I think, dude. And she would keep up drink for drink. I also had cocaine propelling me as well. So she tried to keep up with a dude twice her size on blow, and it was not working. So I said that she would be different in that aspect. And then I thought about it for a second, and this was at 18 months sober. And I was like, man, I think I really would be dead. And it hit me. I was like, 18 months, I would be dead. This is absolutely crazy to me. The place I'm at now with that outlook I have on life and the perspective and all the work I've done to correct some of the things I had inside me that needed to be worked on, I was covering up with drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol weren't the only problem. There was definitely some inside stuff I needed to deal with, but to think that I was that close to death because I couldn't stop drinking, I couldn't stop doing blow, I was a really good sobering thought in sobriety at that point, that I was that close to dying. So thank God that last moment hit me, and I had that moment of clarity to call my buddy and have him drive me to rehab. Had I not had that split-second decision to text him to get him to take me to rehab, I would not be here on this camera today. And in addition to that interview, he shared the following back on the 3rd, which was the actual 2-year date of his sobriety. He said, I post this not as a pat on the back for myself, rather this is for you. To those who have less time than my 2 years, keep putting one foot in front of the other. We share the same path. And to those of you who have more sobriety than I do, thank you for showing me rewards that come with sobriety. We share the same path. And for those of you who may be thinking of getting sober, we all start with one day. No better day than today to start yours. There's plenty of room on this path to share. Very big deal for him to have achieved that level of sobriety, and we wish him all the best moving forward at this time. And Five Finger Death Punch in general just seems to keep growing and growing. And what better way for this band to continue to do that and continue to be a force in rock and metal than to be sober and be strong and be present in the moment. That's very, very encouraging. So anyways, that is all for now. Thanks so much for joining us today at Rockfeed. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.